There's one thing about the dark night of the soul that people just won't tell you. Spiritual teachers tend to avoid this question because they know that as soon as you say what I'm about to say, it scares people and they don't want to hear that. But we know that through a dark night of the soul experience, life just wants to make you strong. That's really what this is about. And it's about also, you've had a desire for a new version of life. And the thing is, if you want that new life, you kind of have to become the person that would own and be in that life. And so a growth moment is needed. The most accelerated way that we can have a growth experience is by getting on the yoga mat, really, and doing our sadhana. Sadhana just means your daily spiritual practice that will bring about the highest aliveness of energy in the system and really begin to shift the trajectory of your life. But here's what they aren't telling you. You will have over this lifetime many dark night of the soul experiences. It's not one and done. Now, don't let that scare you, because they come at appropriate times when you're manifesting a desire for a new version of yourself. And so these are just the rites of passages that we have to go through for greatness. What does greatness look like for you? Well, it might be just in a small way. But greatness might look like, I just want to sort my life out. I want to wake up and clean my room. Well, that could cause a dark night of the soul if we continually don't do that, but we can see the potential of what that might mean in my life. And also then, when I'm perhaps not doing the things that I say I should be doing to get that aspect of life that I want to get. Be that just cleaning your room, but more deeply, be that a spiritual realization, be that in time a successful career in whatever it is that you're doing, in a service-based business, to be able to help the people that you're here to serve. Essentially, also, here's one more thing that they don't tell you about the dark night of the soul. It's not about you. No, I don't mean this in any metaphysical, crazy way. I just want to see this really plainly. Every experience that you move through is good. And the reason is because then you're going to be able to look back and help other people through that experience. You become the superhero of every experience moved through. And then that makes you really helpful for people. So it's not necessarily about you because you're part of a larger plan in a way. And then you might say, yeah, but Jamie, I don't think I signed up, or I don't think I want to be part of a larger plan. This hurts, this dark night of the soul. And I have to say, I get you. I'm in one right now currently, but we can still see a gleaming face perhaps. And the reason is because you get so strong by going through these experiences. The first one is the toughest. You know, when you go through that, the pain, the twisting knot in the belly, there's depressive feelings, the anxiety, it's a lot, of course. But once you're able to deal with pain rather than avoid it, which is really important, then in time, you begin to recognize how strong you are because you're able to deal with very, very uncomfortable sensations. It can be really important for you to be able to define any emotion that you're feeling as a sensation, because that way it removes the mind's judgment around these things and makes it easier to feel it rather than trying to avoid it by going off into the mind or going outside of ourselves to try and make ourselves happy, which doesn't, and again is always temporary. But if there's one thing I want you to take from this video, apart from the two things that we've already mentioned before, it is this, and I guarantee it for you 100%, and we mentioned it earlier, this too shall pass. Now, if this video interested you and you found it was helpful, we have more videos just like this, and you can click them here. This one's about the 4 hazardous traps that you're really going to want to avoid in the dark night of the soul experience.